for painting. So this is the first step. In fact, the next 3 days, you experience the same thing as well. Okay, now who wants to go first? You? Okay, Robin, which color you like? You like by the way, these colors are approximately medium value of color liquid, that's all. Okay, approximately medium value, not too dark, not too light. If you want to know more, you need to join the workshop. So I'm not going to go tell you, okay? This is advertising. All right, so I'm going to spray some water here. Okay, you're going to pick the color and drop here. Let me just show you a little bit so you can, you can just go like this, okay? Yeah, you can do more. Okay, try to do it on the water area. Yeah.
I'm just having a good time.
Yeah. Put some here. Okay, you think you have enough?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So if this painting is sold, you get a quarter the price. Okay. So there's 4 of us painting. So
I might do that.
yeah. Thank you. Mary, so you have to choose either the yellow or the red.
Yellow.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Into the same areas.
yeah, put some on this area. You can put on
Okay.
some area too. So you put more. Yeah. And sometimes when I have fun, I
Yellow
try to
doesn't
prove
want to show
if
up.
I painting. Yeah, it's okay. People
That's
can
okay.
see. When I paint a big painting, good. I just pour down. Okay, but let's put
You
some
want
here.
more?
Yeah, put here. Let's put some there. Yeah.
I felt like it needed more.
Yeah, good. See, we're painting together, So when you're, let's do some more here.
Over there.
So when you're home, you can either have your grandkids or kids or your husband painting together, okay? Or wife. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Okay, now, Sandy, you can do wherever you want to drop, just drop, Yeah.
Any place.
Yeah. So this is going to be underwater painting, like the one you have. Something like that. That's how I started, actually. But for that painting, I do a little bit more for this one. Basically, I'm showing you how to do. It's okay if you finish the painting, no problem. All these areas were done like that. And then for these 2 fish, I use masking to mask these, and mask the white of the fish. That's all. Other areas, no masking.
Oh,
Okay? So there's a difference. So today, I did not do any masking. I just go with what I have. Okay?
You got a lot of red there.
Yeah. It's all right. This bag can be a fish, This can be a fish. Okay, now, I'm going to try to create the corals. Okay? Okay, follow your painting again.
Don't get any paint on it.
It's okay. You have a plastic. Okay. Now you can see this area. Where probably I do this.
Yeah.
So these are the glowing color. You see that?
Yeah.
These are those.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So sometimes your color kind of going everywhere. It's okay. Don't worry. Be happy. All right. So you paint. You want to have fun, right?
Yes.
So many of us, maybe we just want to have fun more than be famous. Okay. All right. All right. So tomorrow, or next 3 days, if you don't have enough power to blow, you better buy a dust can, which is for computer, clean up computers.
Right.
Okay. So you got like that. Okay. All right. So, but if you're able to do it, you do it this way. So you exercise your lung. Okay. So you are all right. So let's do a little bit more here. Okay. And then blow down here. This can be the tentacles of jellyfish. So this can be the head later. Okay.
Oh, sure.
All right. So so let's put some more colors. Put water. So watercolor paint themselves. Do not just over put in colors, okay, over paint. Many people, took my workshop. They have one common question is that, hey, Lian, we are using the same color, we're using 3 colors. So how come my painting is not as vivid as yours? Okay, so there's a little secret of that. The secret is you do not force them to do much, which means you don't paint over and over again, or you try to use brush to go brushing. You leave them alone, okay? So let's say right now I want to mix the color a little bit, okay? Before I do that, actually, let's have more red. This is going to be the fish, okay? The red fish, red color fish, okay? More red. So how do you mix the colors? A few ways you can do to mix the colors. One way, I do like to use my finger to paint. So guide the colors like that, okay? Another way is to really use blushes to guide the colors to blend into each other. For instance, if I want to mix this color a little bit more, you go like this, but not going like this. Most of us, we go, keep doing this. The more blushing, the less vivid your color going to be. Okay, so that's a little secret. Okay, so one more way to mix the color is that you spray more water. You spray more water. This is a control spray. You can see the texture I create. So this texture when you paint landscape, that can be the tree texture, like looking like foliages. Okay, but in general, let's make it more like foliages. Then this really look like foliages. A little bit more yellow. Okay, a little bit more yellow like that, like foliages, right? Yeah. So if you want to have fun and then do a couple of a trunk or tree here, that's a tree. Okay. All right. But anyway, in general, you do not want to overpaint, and then watercolor tend to paint themselves, which means they can do their own job. So it does not need us to force them to do too much. I'm going to tilt my painting one side higher. Before I do it, actually, I want to get my color to here on this corner. So I want this side have more color than this side. Okay, now I don't need a lot of color to flow down from this down to here, down to the bottom toward this side. So I tilt it up. This side's higher, this side's lower. So a little control blending. So when I tilt it like that, the color floating, mixing with each other. Okay. Sometimes I just use these to sign my name. If this is a great painting, I make wines like that. The wines, just using these colors. Okay. So it's really free. All right. So remember, watercolor do not like you to force them to mix so much. So far, I did not either paint or touch the painting that much yet, right? But I start getting a nice blending of colors. So if I stop here, maybe this painting will sell more after I die for 100 years, after 100 years, because it's abstract, right? But I don't like, I don't paint abstract, so I do need to go and do more, So now see how beautiful it is? Okay, so do not try to force your color to paint too much, okay? Let's say if you already did mask like this, have 2 fish here, so don't worry about the color getting the fish, because you always get this color, you always get this white, if you have masking on that. Okay, so you can just freely, okay? All right, now I'm going to mix some color while still wet, mix some darker value color to drop it on the painting, so the painting has more contrasting. Okay. Now you see, I say 3 colors painting. Yes, but you see different red, different yellow, different blue. Whenever I choose one color, like right now I'm going to use Pylo red, these two wells, Pylo red. One well for mixing with other color, one well for dropping. For instance, this is for just dropping like this, okay? Just dropping like that. There's a pure one. But one well, this well, is to mix the blue color. Blue color is N-top blue. So I try to mix this with N-top blue, so it's going to be purple, look like purple, or dark purple, okay? And drop them down. So the painting has more contrasting. If I want to make a little bit more yellow, bluish color, then the purple. So anyway, this is the blue color. So now it's more bluish color. So that's how come, how I create some of the textures underwater. Okay, so this is the way you do it. All right. So here I need a little bit more, maybe a little bit more red. Okay, just drop some red. All right. So later I'm going to improvise and then try to create. You laugh? Why you laugh? Improvise. You think it's impossible? Yeah, it's possible. Don't worry, believe me. Actually, you can use the fingernail area to do more of these if you like. Okay, so you can do more like that. Okay, so one problem we have when we paint on this 140-pound paper, this warps. Okay,
Yeah.
always warps like this.
Yeah.
I kind of using it. So I don't worry about this. Or if I really don't want them right now, I just use my use towel to take it away. Okay. But anyway, leave the color, mix them together. See how beautiful this effect. All right. So later I can improvise and then make them into different stuff. Okay. Fish. Different kind of fish. All right. So now let's do a little bit more painting. The background. Okay. This time I start painting in the shape of the coral. Okay. So this is the blue color behind the coral. All right. So now get my brush. So according to the blowing effect I have, and then see this. Can you see this coral?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Okay. All right. Now, so continue. Okay. Continue. So this is another one. So you paint around the coral, you get the coral. So this one is bigger like that. So it's out the paper on that area. Okay. So I use this color and then so recycle the color. So nowadays we have to do everything politically correct.
Yeah.
So you do painting, you borrow some color from here and put them somewhere else. So you don't have to waste them. All right. Actually, another thing that if you paint, you can sell your watercolor painting. This is the most economical. You don't spend much money on the materials. All right. So. Okay, so now you can see a whole painting, with different value, different color. So on the background, maybe I paint a little bit more blue color, same blue color. So this blue is the Joe's blue. It's kind of phthalo blue. I'm not using it. Why is here? Because at home, recently I started painting huge paintings. Which I never done before. So I'm painting underwater painting, and I use the phthalo blue. But when I do demo or when I teach students, I usually do not use phthalo blue because it's a little stain. It's easy for students to make the mess. So, so I'm painting a painting with 4 feet by 6 feet. Yeah. So and then the biggest one is going to be 4 by 7, something like that. Those elephants.
On
Huh?
canvas.
Well, if you want to know, I'll tell you later. I make up my own board, buy a big foam cord 4x8 and buy a vinyl from Home Depot. They have a little vinyl 4x8 also and put on top of it, attach them together. So foam cord and vinyl together is very strong and light. So yeah, I just figured it out myself. So other boards are not long enough to do that. Okay. All right. But anyway, okay. So now, what do I do? Okay. Now I'm gonna dry, and then I'm gonna dry, and then go to next step. I think we can have about 5 minutes, 6 minutes break. Okay, go ahead. Maybe you need to go to the bathroom, so whatever. Okay, go have some food. Any snacks? Yeah, go ahead. Let's do 8 minutes. How about that? Okay. Yeah, we resume. I need to dry it because I need to turn on the hair dryer to dry it. Okay. So I'm gonna. All right. Now we are going to. Where's the Zoom? I can't remember. Where's the Zoom?
You're on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here?
shock. Right here. You want to be closer?
Oh no.
That's further.
Oh, I see.
Down.
I got it now.
Got to go down.
Okay. Now I'm going to come to this area, and then from the red color, I try to improvise to get the images of fish. Sometimes I have one fish, sometimes I have two, sometimes I have more. Okay. All right. So this look to me can be a fish, this big. Okay. This is a tail area, or this is another one. So those overlapping, the eyes here, and some striped eyes here. These are two fish already. Okay, so this is, I try to look at the shape. Okay, so maybe this shape is better. Okay, so here a tail, and then eyes here, and with stripes. Okay, all right. So this shape is nice, forming the shape of the fish. Okay, so this area is a focal point. All right, so maybe I have one more here, a smaller behind. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish. All right. So how do you get those fish? Then you just need to either paint around, or or paint, use negative painting technique. Negative, which means you don't paint the fish, you paint around the fish. Okay, you use negative. Okay, all right. So now I already sketch them out. So I use blue color. So to paint around according to my sketch, the paint is dry already. Okay, so not painting the fish, but paint around the fish. This is called negative painting technique. If you paint watercolor, you should learn how to paint this, use this technique. It's because watercolor, the nature of watercolor is good to do this way rather than oil or acrylic. You paint the fish themselves. Okay, so I was going to do another fish, but that's enough. So you just go out the shape of fish, a few strokes, then you can see my fish. Okay. Now you can see the shape a little bit. So this one is a little bit smaller. So here's a group of red fish. If you want, you do this way. You can have smaller ones like this. Use this as another little fish. Okay. So you can keep defining different stuff. Okay. So.
Is that Antwerp blue or
Yeah, I'm using the end top blue again. So once I start with one blue color, I'll keep that blue color all the way from the beginning to the end. Which means I'm not going to change my blue color to phthalo, you know. So now you can see the fish shape. All right. Now the fish overlapping. So you need to. Oh, by the way, this guy is overlapping with that. So I paint the one behind with a little bit more darker red. So and blend the colors. Okay, to the one below. Actually, I still need to define this a little bit. So when I try to define this fish, I either paint around darker or I paint the fish darker. Now, I try to make a decision. What do I do? If I like this color, just this color, I don't want to put more darker color here, then I can paint the fish darker. See, that's just the head, darker. So this on these areas, not negative painting. On these areas, it's called negative painting. Okay? All right. So what about the tail? You don't have to care about that much exact, you know. So fish swimming, they may not, you may not see them so clear like as you catch a fish and hold the fish up. Okay. So don't mind about that. Okay. But anyway, so that's how you get the shape of the fish. Okay. So on this side, you know, I would paint. Get a few more so they can this is kind of focal point. Okay, so I would do more, just same as this. Okay, just let me just finish one fish so you can have an idea how I finish the fish. Okay, so now the eye. Okay, so just need to paint some details. Details, of course, you're going to have. I'm going to use the darker color. This which means more blue, thick blue color. It's not from the mixed color. Those won't do, you know. Okay. And then there's stripes of this fish. Okay. So the stripes. Those are coral fish. Okay. And then the mouth. Just use this area as the mouth, which is darker than the the background. That's the dorsal fin area. They're supposed to have another fin here. Okay. So the dark color is from thick blue plus some thick red. No black. On the screen it looks black, but actually it's not black. So the eye pupil. Add a little color there, so to put a little bit more shape. So this is the gill. Okay, now you can see the shape of the fish. Right. Okay. So now let me show you how to create some other fish or others, life in the sea, under the sea. Okay, I told you this area. I'm going to have, jellyfish, right? Remember? So that's the head of the jellyfish. Okay, so you don't want to leave an edge there. Okay, so to create jellyfish, you don't paint the jellyfish. You paint the gaps between the tentacles, and you use what you have. This is called improvising. So whatever shape you have, useful for you, you use that. You are not trying to look at the jellyfish you took pictures of jellyfish, I know. Then all you need to know is that approximately the shape of them. So you are not painting out the blue, okay? So you know, and then now you come back to your painting. You try to create something new, not the one that you really took from your photo, okay? All right. So now you can see a little bit darker color, a little bit darker color. These two are smaller, okay? So you don't paint the tentacles, but you get the tentacles. You do it according to what you have, okay? Just like our life many times. Oh, there's one more here. You see? Right? And then one more fish here. This is a longer one, and this is a tail. So once you start, doing that, you can see a lot of fish. You can paint for the whole day. Try to get fish. Doing fishing.
Going fishing.
Yeah.
There it is.
So it's fun to do this kind of technique. Okay. So you don't know how many fish you really come up with later, okay? But the funny thing is, sometimes people buy my painting or print just like one you have. You come back home and you try to count it with your husband together or wife together. Then you may come up with different numbers of fish each time. Because sometimes you catch it the first time, sometimes you can not be able to catch it first time. Now you can see this one behind this. This is a second layer. So when you go darker, you're getting into a second layer. So now it's a school of fish. Okay. So now you understand the way to do it. Okay. So all right. So with this technique, you can do many things. Okay, let me show you how to do an octopus. Oh, I think my time's over, right? You want to see more, Huh? You're not tired?
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes? Okay. Yeah, do a coral. Okay, just do a coral first. All right. On this area, let's demo a coral here. Okay. So corals, simplify the coral. You see the coral, let's assume this is a coral. So I'm not painting the fingers, I'm not painting the coral. I paint the gaps. Okay? So you see through the coral into the background. So for instance, I see through this into this color. And the white color become my coral shape. That's the structure of the coral. So the white I left is the coral. Okay. So I'm not painting the coral. I paint around the coral. I paint the gaps between the coral. Okay. So going down here is darker shape. So these gaps have different shapes. They're not all the same. Some larger, some smaller. This is a big stem of a coral. So I leave this stem not touching that much. By the way, a couple of my DVDs have these showing this technique more in detail. So those DVDs, I'm not making any more. So those are the left ones. I have 12, but I don't have any more. I don't make any more because DVD machines out of date, So.
Are you making new ones?
No, people don't. If I make new ones, I'm not going to make DVD something else. Just online,
Streaming.
Yeah, streaming. Now you can see the coral, right? So if I keep doing this all over, it will be the corals. Okay.
Yeah.
What else you want to see?
Octopus?
Octopus, okay. The octopus have those 8 legs, okay? So you need to go and look where I can have it. Definitely, I'm not going to do it here because I don't have that kind of suggestions, that kind of shape. Okay, I'm looking all over the painting. See where is appropriate area. See this floating of colors? Okay, see this shape here? This can be the legs of the octopus. All right, so now I'm going to pick up a brush. Okay, here is the head, like a cone head. Okay, and then use that as the legs. Okay, if I don't have that, make it up. But if I have these, I can use them. This almost like the jellyfish. Okay, so almost like that. So I'm not painting the legs. I am painting the background of them. So this one curving up. So don't look at the area I paint. Kind of twisting your brain. Look at the area what I left. You see this? Okay. So negative painting, you kind of train yourself, look things differently, or define things differently, and then actually it's pretty good to exercise your brain.
Yeah.
So for those, in the senior homes, many times they have you to play the, how do you call that? You put things together, yeah, puzzles. Yeah, puzzles, some form, similar. Somewhat similar puzzle, okay? See, this naturally becomes the background of a lake. See, I'm picking up these, using these nice color to do the lake, to be the lake, one of the lake. Now you can see the shape of the octopus, right? So later I'm going to paint a couple. Oh, actually I can use this as eye, but too late. I can use this little thing as an eye, So improvise. Okay. When I have these, many times I use that also. Get rid of this eye. All right. So use these as the eye, and then here is another eye. Okay, and then do some little more rendering, and then become an octopus. All right. So you do not need to define all the legs. Okay. So leave some abstract area. That's why your painting is more attractive sometimes, because you don't define everything. You leave some imagination area for your viewers. Okay. So I think that's one reason we have a candlelight dinner. You want to show the? Okay. So all right. So you don't need much detail. That's a octopus. All right. All right, so I think that's pretty much it, okay? For this camera. Thank you. So this painting finish a little bit more, so you can start from the same, same kind of way. For this turtle, only mask the, the separation between the blades and then a little masking. The head does not even have masking, just define it. See this little turtle, you see here? I just define the shape, not detail yet. So same way, okay? So if I continue doing more, and I have more other stuff, all right? So, all right, thank you very much, everybody. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So any questions about, especially tomorrow?